Your life does not end at 25. Your mind and people are lying to you. There's this silent pressure to be successful really early. You know, the one where you're expected to blow at 22. The other one where you are supposed to move out of your parents' house or get a house at 25 and get married at 30, especially if you're a woman living in Nigeria. Somehow, if you can't do that, you are out of luck. So tell me, yeah, how do you tell somebody that is trying to survive in a rigged system to work harder? Does that even make sense? Truth is, we are tired. We're exhausted even. But there's a brighter side. You know, life does not end at the age you are currently. It only ends when you give up hope. And that is what I am trying to live out daily. There's this Japanese concept called Ikigai. It means a reason for being, a reason to wake up. And I believe we all still have that time to find that. So if you have been comparing yourself, if you have been crying behind closed doors, if you have been wondering what's going on, I understand you. Believe me, I do. But let me tell you something, yeah? You are not behind in life. You are not. You're just on your own life's journey, and it will look different from another person's own. However, I've learned a couple of things so far that, you know, has kept me grounded, and I would like to share them with you because it might be helpful. So firstly, I take it one day at a time. I've come to realize that progress is not linear. Progress is not a straight line. Sometimes it feels like you are not doing enough. Sometimes it feels like maybe you are stuck or you're stagnant, maybe because you're repeating the same thing and it feels too much of a routine. You feel like you're not making too much progress. But then again, there's an understanding that progress will not always look like progress in our eyes. But as long as we keep doing what we're doing, as long as there's discipline, as long as there's consistency, that counts. So one day at a time. So another thing I've been learning is I mute out whatever triggers my anxiety. I do not dwell on social media for too long, looking at other people that might be doing better than I am, maybe online. They might look like they're doing better than I am, but I try to just shut out the noise that would make me compare myself or put me in a space where I start to feel anxious. Another thing that I've done over time is I've learned to lean on someone. I've learned to, you know, find that friend, that family member, that brother or sister, or even my mother that I talk to sometimes when I feel down, when I feel like, I'm not really doing so much with my life. Another concept I've learned is starting before you feel like you are ready. Because sometimes when you get that idea in your heart, it means that you're supposed to start working on it at that moment. But then again, when we procrastinate because we feel we do not have all the tools, all the materials and everything we need, it just, you know, we keep posting it to whenever and we actually never do what we want to do. So start before you think you are ready. That is something that I've learned. And lastly, there's no particular right time to start something as long as you've started. So don't bound yourself to time. Don't think you are too old to start something or you're too young to start something. As long as you begin, you would always evolve and you'd always grow. So if you do not start at all, if you do not begin, you would never learn what to do better. Let me leave you with this gem from Gary Vee.
For all my homies that were supposed to, that are 22, 29, 27, 32, 34, 38, supposed to be a big time lawyer, supposed to marry the girl or guy of their dreams, supposed to, can we for the first time ever have a conversation of supposed to who? Who anointed this supposed to? For all my homies that were supposed to, you're still young as flip the script. Take control of your fucking life and realize you have it all in front of you. There's so much to be done with this shit. We're the world we live in. Fuck everybody else is supposed to and start doing it for your fucking self.
And maybe you don't have it all figured out just like me. Maybe you are tired or most days just like me too. But you're still here. And that means you still have time to do something special and beautiful with your life. This has been Mood Check with me, Chidima. I'll see you next Tuesday. But until then, give yourself grace.